Hey guys, so today is actually my very first booktubing video ever and I'm super excited about that, and I thought what better way to start off my booktubing channel than by showing you what books I'm going to be reading. So today I have a book haul slash TBR for you, and I'm going to start off by showing you some of the books I've bought recently, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to read them now. I don't really do monthly TBRs or any of that because I don't really stick to them. I'm not good at that. But if I've bought them recently, chances are I will read them sometime in the future, but not always. So anyways, I'll start with Panic by Lauren Oliver. And I've actually started reading this already, and I'm on page 234. And it is really good. If you don't know what Panic is a contemporary novel, and it is about a girl, and she lives in a small town in New York, and every summer the graduated seniors can participate in a game called Panic. And it's a series of really dangerous things that the competitors have to do, and whoever wins gets $50,000. And yeah. So it's actually really awesome, and I've heard Lauren Oliver is an awesome author. I have not read the Delirium trilogy, and you can condemn me forever for that because I really should have, and I plan to sometime, but I have not yet. But as far as I know from what I've read of Panic, I love Lauren Oliver and I love this book, and you should definitely check it out. The Archived by Victoria Schwab, and I actually don't know very much about this book, but I actually got the recommendation from Christine at Bookhaul Bananas Books, and the back says, "Imagine a place where the dead rest on shelves like books." And I mean, that sounds pretty cool, so obviously I'm gonna get it. Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi, and I know I should probably have already read these books, but I haven't, and so I finally have the first one. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't buy them earlier because I didn't really like the old covers of the books. But now they have new pretty covers. And if you don't know what Shatter Me is about, the whole series is about a girl and her touch is lethal. And that's all I really know about them because I really do want to read them. So I've tried to stay away from spoilers. So I'll get to them soon, hopefully. Control by Lydia Kang, and I've heard phenomenal things about this book. I also got this recommendation from Bookhaul Bananas Books, aka Christine. This book is about genetic mutations, and it's like dystopian, futuristic society, and I don't know much about this one either, but it sounds really awesome. So I'll definitely be reading this soon. And the last new book I have is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And I've heard this title going around the booktubing community recently, and everyone loves it. And so obviously I bought it. And this is about an assassin, and she has to compete with other assassins and prove herself to be the best assassin. And if she can do that, then she gets her freedom from prison. And that's all I really know about it. But it sounds really interesting, and the cover is freaking gorgeous, so obviously I bought it because that's how I choose my books. So those are all the new books I have, but they are not all the books that I've bought within the last few months that I plan on reading at some point, because it doesn't matter how many books are on my TBR list, I'll still buy more. So I have some more books for you guys. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. And I actually bought this a while ago and then never read it. And I don't know too much about it, but I really want to read it. And I've heard it's awesome, so I'll be reading it sometime. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. And I've also heard phenomenal things about this series, but I haven't read them yet. And I really want to, so I'm putting it somewhere near the top of my TBR list, but that doesn't really mean much, and I apologize for that. Selection by Kiera Cass, and this is another one that you're probably like, Katie, why haven't you read this yet? But it's because I'm a mess and I don't read books in the order I buy them in. Just One Day by Gail Foreman, and I heard about this book from Ariel at Ariel Bissett, and she loves this book, and it's a cute contemporary love story. And as much as I like dystopian and fantasy, I also like contemporary, so I'll be picking this up at some point. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and the second book is out now, and it's really stressing me out because I don't have it, and I want to read it, and I want to read the first one, and I haven't yet, and mostly that's because of the creepy pictures, because they just creep me out and I don't like them, but I'll push through, I guess. But I mean, really, look at those creepy pictures. Like, what? I don't want to read, I don't want to see any more creepy pictures, but I guess I'll have to, or I'll just close my eyes when I get to the creepy pictures and I won't read it at night. Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler. And I heard about this book, I don't remember where I heard about this book actually. Maybe I was probably one of those times where I was just in Barnes & Noble and picked up a random book and bought it. And I actually just started reading it already. I'm on page 41, and that's as far as I got. And I bought this a couple months ago. But I plan on picking it up at some point. And this is also a contemporary love story. And it is about a girl writing a letter to a guy telling her all the reasons why they broke up. And that might seem kind of depressing, and it probably is. I don't really know. But, oh well. Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. And I think I went on kind of like a contemporary love story book buying binge because I have a lot in this book haul, and I don't really know why because I don't read them all that often. But anyways, Eleanor and Park is another contemporary love story, and apparently Rainbow Rowell is a phenomenal author, and I have not read any of her books, and it's making me sad, so I'm gonna read this sometime soon. I also say that about all the books though, so at some point I will get through all of these books, but there's a lot, so bear with me. Next one is Angel Fall by Susan E., and this is an apocalyptic dystopian book, and those are awesome, and Christine also read this one and loved it, so obviously I bought it. The last one I have is I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga, and heard phenomenal things about this book, also from Christine. If you haven't noticed, I get most of my recommendations from her because I love her channel, and usually if she recommends a book, I love it. So those are all the books I have for you guys right now. I'll probably buy more soon, even though I really shouldn't, because seeing from this book haul, I have way too many to read, but I should be back with another book haul soon, and that's really sad. But anyways, until next time,